Foreign exchange reforms. Explain the reforms introduced in foreign exchange. To resolve BOP crisis, the rupee was devalued against foreign currencies. Now, it was devalued. Now, what is the meaning of devaluation? I will just explain that. Devaluation would mean fall in the value of Indian currency done by the government. Initially, suppose it was $1 is equal to rupees 60. Now it is $1 is equal to rupees 70. So now imports will become costlier. We can't import because initially we were paying 60 rupees. Now we have to pay the 70 rupees. But it will encourage the exports because with same $1 people are going to get more of the goods. So exports are going to increase and the imports are going to decrease. This question is very important for 1 mark, that is devaluation in this chapter. Otherwise we have a full chapter for foreign exchange rate. So to increase inflow of foreign exchange, and third, determination of exchange rate was done with demand and supply of currency. No intervention of government as earlier. It was done and controlled by the government. First point was to resolve BOP crisis, the rupee was devalued. Second, what happened, what is the meaning of devaluation? And third, determination of exchange rate was done by the demand and supply. There was no intervention of the government. डिमांड ज़्यादा है तो रेट ऑफ एक्सचेंज ऑब्वियसली ज़्यादा हो जाएगा, सप्लाई ज़्यादा है तब भी रेट ऑफ, अगर सप्लाई ज़्यादा रेट ऑफ एक्सचेंज हमारा कम हो जाएगा. सो इट डिपेंड्स. सो इट्स सिंपल, द डिटर्मिनेशन ऑफ एक्सचेंज रेट वाज डन विद द डिमांड एंड सप्लाई ऑफ करेंसी. Next is state of trade and investment before economic reform. This point is very important. Now, India followed a policy of quantitative restrictions on imports and exports. This was done through rigid control over imports by keeping tariffs very high. This was done through the rigid control over imports. Before new economic policy, to do the import was very difficult because there were many restrictions. Rigid control was there. Very high tariff imposed on imports to favor the policy of protection because they want to protect their domestic products. That is why the high rate of tariffs were imposed on the imports. Third, huge restriction to obtain import license in order to keep strict control over the imports. There was huge restriction. Indian economy before this economic reform was that type of, they don't want to trade between, they don't want to do the much of imports as well as the heavy export duties imposed to encourage domestic production for the domestic demands only. Export duty was so high that they want that people should not export, so that the things which are produced that should fulfill the demand of their country itself. Now, quantitative restrictions. The restriction in the form of total quantities or quotas imposed on imports to reduce BOP deficit and protect domestic industry. So this was your quantitative restriction. This question is again important for 1 marks. Next, state of trade and investment policy after economic reforms. The very first point was that to increase international competitiveness of industrial productions and foreign investments and technology into the economy. Liberalization of trade and investment regime was initiated for what? To increase international competitiveness, to invite the foreign investors and the technology into the economy. The aim was not promote to the efficiency of the local industries and adopt the modern technology. It was the basic, we can say, that to promote the efficiency of the local industries and adopt modern technologies. Liberalization aimed at removal of quantitative restrictions. We have read what is that on imports and exports. Quantitative restriction on imports of manufactured consumer goods and the agriculture products were fully removed. All type of restrictions were removed on your what we say agriculture goods and the consumer goods. Tariffs on imports were reduced to enhance the domestic trade and achieve economic growth. Tariff on imports were reduced so that people can get more of imports. With that, what is going to happen? Suppose they get a raw material at a very low prices. They can produce goods at low prices and they can export well. So what will happen? The economic condition of country can be improved. Import licensing was abolished except in case of few goods, and that were environmentally sensitive industries. Most of the import licensing was abolished, but leaving the few goods that was under, still there was some import licensing was available. And last point is Your export duties have been removed to increase the competitive position of Indian goods in the international market. The main crux of this reform was that they want more of imports and more of exports so that India can globally, we can say, that make a place and earn much more and bring out the country, that is economy, Indian economy, which was running through the economic crisis.